Hello, Patriots. Today I bring you the great bambino of the crypto industry, and want to say that this is a purely research-driven video and in no way is financial advice. Revolution Populi, aka Revpop, aims to prove the universality of a blockchain through building a layer 1 blockchain with user controls, a first of its kind crypto clearinghouse plus DEX to underwrite a Web3 ecosystem, and a blockchain-compatible open source social net infrastructure. The team consists of seasoned financial leaders, a professor of computer science, a renowned entrepreneur, and a leading technology marketer. Here we have the team and their backgrounds. The CEO, Rob Rosenthal, is a 19-year veteran of Goldman Sachs, where as vice president, he amassed a breadth and depth of experience in market infrastructure. Rob was one of the key negotiators assigned to the industry group that implemented global CDS clearing following the financial crisis of 2008. Gary Chan is Global Head of Operations and CEO of Digital and Platform Services at JP Morgan. He serves as clearinghouse advisor and brings a networking knowledge unmatched by anyone in the industry. Dr. David Glenter is a seminal figure in distributed parallel computing and a professor of computer science at Yale University. David invented the world's first social network and is responsible for visioning the open source social net infrastructure and user controls of the Revpop blockchain. Todd Adaletta is one of the nation's leading technology marketers, a 25-year veteran of the industry who has managed brands including Intel, AMD, and CenturyLink. Dr. Paolo Capalla is an entrepreneur, physician, and engineer who co-founded StatHealth Urgent Care Systems, a collection of 12 urgent care facilities that pioneered a new model for healthcare delivery. Now on to the tokenomics and funding. The team has publicly stated the project's development is privately backed. They released 1.2 billion tokens to the public to ensure a healthy distribution and have no interest in the token price until the release of mainnet. The tokenomics are thoroughly thought out, with the team's wallets being locked for 18 months after mainnet launch. This differentiates the project from 95% of the market because they don't have to siphon money out of the ecosystem to fund the development. The project's GitHub speaks for itself, with it being a fork of BitShares. The initial infrastructure has been built. Currently, they're working on refining the design and implementing new features. The Revpop blockchain can handle over 100,000 transactions per second, dwarfing its competitors and claiming its spot as the fastest blockchain. The testnet exchange and wallet were just released, and the design is extremely sleek, reminding me of a more simplistic and cryptic Thinkorswim. I've confirmed Axioma developers are involved. They were referenced in the GitHub code. I also believe Basonic is responsible for the design of the clearinghouse, but that is purely speculation. They have a lot of similarities and mutual interest. It would make sense for them to partner and bring their services to other blockchains after a successful launch of the Revpop blockchain. Rob has managed highly sophisticated, complex teams, which makes him the perfect candidate to spearhead the development of the project. Now on to the clearinghouse. A crypto clearinghouse is an entity that provides clearing and settlement services for cryptocurrency transactions. It acts as a central counterparty to trade and helps to reduce the risk of counterparty default by taking on the opposite side of trades. A clearinghouse acts as a mediator between buyers and sellers of cryptocurrency, ensuring that trades are settled properly and in a timely manner. It helps to reduce the risk of fraud by verifying that both parties in a trade have sufficient funds or assets to complete the transaction. The clearinghouse also helps to manage the process of matching buy and sell orders and ensuring that trades are executed smoothly. Along with the Layer 2 crypto clearinghouse, RVP includes a DEX, which offers a more secure and decentralized alternative, as they do not hold customer assets and allow users to retain control over their own assets. They also offer a higher level of privacy, as they do not collect and store personal data in the same way that central exchanges do. Additionally, many banks and financial institutions have started to roll out custody services, but simply don't have an exchange that can guarantee trades and handle the volume. Next up are tweets from the team regarding the clearinghouse. Here we have some notable tweets from the team regarding the crypto clearinghouse. Starting from the left and moving down, Revpop CEO Rob Rosenthal will be leading a roundtable review of the crypto market stability and the Revpop clearinghouse with key executives from JP Morgan, Fidelity, and GSR Brokerage. More banks and key industry participants joining in on sessions in the coming weeks. First clearinghouse roundtable wrapped. Thought leadership off the charts. Workshopping to continue with vigor. Stable market structure is critical for future of DLT, which self-sustains by way of crypto. The need for solid market infrastructure is undeniable for industry growth and health. Revpop working on CBDC workflow design. A neutral Layer 1 blockchain with immutable user controls gives central banks a silver bullet. Governments can distribute digital currency with privacy rights immutably preserved. Transactions clear stably through a clearinghouse. Technical architecture design for smart contract VMware is underway to ensure support for and then stress test high volume, high velocity data throughput, with initial focus on social net data transfers and clearinghouse settlements for cross-ledger crypto trading. Along with the clearinghouse, RP design indeed includes a L1 DEX, an embedded self-sustaining transactional machine of, by, and for a data ecosystem. What happens on an RVP chain stays on an RVP chain, and so a DEX provides straight-through round-trip machinery for the project's purposes. Mechanics that allow people to enter and exit are part of the overall design, of course, but once entered, it's a decentralized ecosystem, so the DEX isn't so much a destination, but rather a part of a living mechanic to allow the mission and blockchain to stably function and to bloom. A clearinghouse is a key part of my outlook expansively, designed tactically to be a stability cohort for an ecosystem, and strategically to be a fertile field that can attract responsible, reputable players to strengthen and grow a system in a virtuous circle. More to come there. Here are some of Rob's industry connections that he made at Goldman Sachs, starting from the left to moving down. We have Tom Jessup, president of Fidelity Digital Assets, who worked at Goldman for 17 years. Keep in mind they were at the round table and Rob tweeted this 3 days before. My buddy from Goldman Sachs days, Tom Jessup, on Bitcoin adoption. Glad to be in the same industry with my old friend, but I can't vouch for the picture they use. And the snippet in the top right is from a Forbes article regarding JP Morgan, which is who Gary Chan, the clearinghouse advisor, works for. JP Morgan is eyeing Bitcoin and crypto clearinghouse options. All the banks that are starting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading desks, none of them have a clearinghouse behind them, says Rob Rosenthal, chief executive of blockchain project Revolution Populi, and a former Goldman Sachs veteran who specializes in clearinghouses. In the bottom right, we have Robin Vince, CEO of BNY Mellon, and he worked at Goldman for 26 years. They launched a digital asset custody platform and need a clearinghouse to transact. Revpop has announced 2 partnerships with Chainlink and Polygon. The team plans to have a working product before they begin marketing or announcing any other partnerships. Polygon tweeted, Revolution Populi will be a great integration. The Matic dApp developer ecosystem will have a stack that can now address their decentralized database needs in the form of Revolution Populi. This is an exceptional step in the mission to return data sovereignty to the people. RVP tweeted, synchronization can be a powerful stack for blockchain development, with Chainlink's Oracle securing data transmission for Matic network app developers to transmit data to and from the Revpop database, synced with decentralized storage. Now let's get into the social net. Both of these snippets are from the original RVP thesis, and the one to the left reminds me of an everything app. This ecosystem begins with a sphere grid. With pulsating vectors, each vector is a certain organized stream. For example, one vector can be your standard social net, beginning at the beginning of time and pulsating outward with new activity. Another can be your music, including recommendations that an AI engine might recommend that you'd like. Another can be your search engine, which can show your search history for easy access, or of course a clear vector if you want to clear the history. Another can be your news, the various news organizations and articles that you'd like, or that an AI engine might recommend that you'd like. From there, the vectors from the sphere collapse into card stacks into a new social net ecosystem. So now your new social net includes your news articles, your music, your internet searches, and of course your classical social net activity. To the right, we have the monetization. Our objective is to make a $500 billion digital ad market, a $200 billion digital content distribution market, and a $100 billion digital service market, and return that money to the people to whom it actually belongs, the content owners and consumers. We make money as a cryptocurrency token exchange. If you're an advertiser and you want to display ads on a social media feed, you buy that right by paying the content creators who drew that attention. You pay in tokens acquired in a marketplace in exchange for cash. Your tokens are transferred to the wallets of the content creators. Thus, content creators are paid directly. Here are some tweets from the team regarding the social net. RP Project has released a new Web3 app development framework that can provide even more flexibility within a content sovereignty ecosystem. Apps now have meaningful options for serving content, each compatible with any usable storage adapter. Example, Google Drive, AWS, IPFS. Web3 apps that build on the RP system can use their own backend servers to deliver secure encrypted content. Example, blogs, news orgs, music producers, record companies, movie studios, game producers. can use their own servers and give or sell decryption keys to users. Web3 apps that build on the RP system can have secure encrypted content serving directly to a user in their web browser or on their mobile device. Example, social nets who only serve content that doesn't belong to them. Social networks are a matter of public trust. Here's the rub. You can't have them be ruled by the government, and yet you can't have them be ruled by an autocrat in private industry. So how do we solve this? Decentralized data ownership. Every person has their own blockchain. Facebook Killer Kit SDK Layer 1 compatibility design is also underway, using in-house fully developed social net for web, Android, and iOS as template. Revpop working on a design to an Apple App Store and Google Play Store duopoly. Here we have Glinter's connections and some interesting finds. From Glinter's manifesto, the solution to the Facebook problem is simple. We need a new social network that is better than Facebook, better designed, therefore easier to use and understand. It must be built on a database that belongs to the public. Anyone who wants to buy information about you must buy it from you. If advertisers are willing to pay for access to people who are attracted by the information you have posted, they must pay you. And our social network will be closer to a real public square than Facebook. It will allow buying and selling. Was there ever a real public square without buying and selling? Our group is centered geographically on the East Coast. This is not one more Silicon Valley project. This is the Northeast speaking, with its old-time ingrained stogie ideas about freedom and fairness. They were revolutionary in 1776, and in the social network business anyway, they are still revolutionary today. If we follow those faithfully, our network can't go wrong. The basic distributed database is public. Anyone can use it. Of course, you can only see elements you're entitled to see. Our app will feed data into the blockstream. But the data passing through our portal belongs to you, not us. You can allow anyone access to it. Others can use the same database to build their own collection of services and compete with us directly, or they might provide something entirely different. Elon Musk and Peter Thiel's start, the rise and legend of PayPal. But Glinter has long been friendly with Peter Thiel. And then to the right, we have a Wall Street Journal post written by David Glinter, How Elon Musk Can Unlock Twitter's Full Potential. Now let's get into the GitHub. The team has been communicating less on Twitter, and I believe that is due to the simple fact that they have put all the information out there and it's left to getting the work done. One of the latest tweets reads, "The best source for ongoing project status is the public side GitHub, which will continue to be updated and groomed on an agile basis. We'll of course also look to provide summary posts on meaningful tech milestones as they are realized." The 3 repositories I included are the primary ones that they work out of. They also have private repositories, which makes me feel the public side is the tip of the iceberg. There have been some interesting finds in the Revpop code as of recently. For one, they tested issuing a whitelist asset to Elon. I don't know if it's just me, but I only know of one Elon. Additionally, it doesn't follow the traditional Alice and Bob placeholder names used in cryptographic systems and protocols. In an IT context, the whitelisting practice allows approved applications, websites, or IP addresses to operate in a system or network. Twitter was also found to be mentioned in the Revpop library, which I think has to do with porting data to other social networks. As previously mentioned, Revolution Populi is a fork of BitShares. Why would the team fork? To address security vulnerabilities and bugs by forking the blockchain, the team can create a new version of the blockchain that addresses any security vulnerabilities and bugs that may exist in the original. To add new features and capabilities to the platform, this includes things like smart contract functionality, new cryptographic algorithms, and improved scalability. To change the underlying governance structure, the team wanted to change the way that the platform is governed. For example, they wanted to introduce a new voting system, change the way that the decisions are made, and modify the distribution of rewards. Overall, forking BitShares was a positive move for the team. It helps to address issues with the existing platform, introduces new capabilities, and aligns the team's broader goals for the project. What is BitShares? BitShares is an open source, decentralized cryptocurrency exchange and financial platform that was created in 2014. It is built on top of a decentralized autonomous organization platform and uses a native cryptocurrency called BTS. BitShares is designed to be fast, scalable, and secure, and it offers a range of financial services including the ability to trade cryptocurrencies and other assets, make payments, and issue and manage digital assets. One of the key features of BitShares is its use of decentralized network of validating nodes, which helps to ensure the integrity and security of the platform. BitShares has a number of other features and capabilities, including support of smart contracts, a decentralized asset exchange, and a decentralized voting system for governance. Revpop is currently sitting at a $26 million market cap. As previously mentioned, the project's development is privately backed. Therefore, the team has no interest in the token price until the release of mainnet. I believe they're also taking this approach to remain under the radar until regulative clarity is released to avoid being labeled a security. Additionally, the Treasury will complete an illicit finance risk assessment on decentralized finance by the end of February 2023. With that being said, once the mainnet and partnerships drop, the team has 200 million tokens allocated for marketing. With big names coming on and Todd being the lead on this angle of the project, it's a no-brainer. Cardano was close to a $100 billion market cap at the peak of the last bull run. If Revpop's market cap was sitting at that, the marketing fund of RVP would be close to $10 billion. We can only expect market caps to go higher next bull run, with institutional investors coming in, and not to mention the team aiming to create an $800 billion ecosystem alone with the social net. That would have RVP in the top 3 next bull run, offering the most utility out of any project I've seen.